Hello and welcome. If you're a site lead in facility management here in India, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to walk through a really practical, step-by-step guide to help you take complete control of your cleaning and pantry services contract. The goal? To move you from daily firefighting to strategic, calm oversight. So let's get started. So let me ask you a question, and be honest. Does your day feel like you're just running around putting out one fire after another? Constantly reacting to client complaints or team issues? Yeah, it's a super common feeling. But what if I told you there's a much better way? A way to actually get ahead of the problems? The aim of this session is really simple. We're going to shift from a people-driven approach, which, let's face it, can be chaotic and pretty unpredictable, to a solid, process-driven system. This, my friends, is how you gain total control and make your site run smoothly. Okay. First things first, and I can't stress this enough, this is the most critical step of all. Everything we do, every single decision, has to start with the service contract. I want you to stop thinking of it as just a piece of paper. From now on, it's your Bible. It's the ultimate guide for your entire operation. That service agreement is your single source of truth. Seriously. Anytime there's a doubt, or a question from the client, or a big decision to be made, where do you go? You go right back to this document. Trust me, it holds all the answers. So what exactly do you need to know, like backwards and forwards? You have to be the absolute expert on the scope of work. You need to know every single cleanable area, the exact cleaning frequencies, is it daily, weekly, monthly, and of course the mandated manpower and exactly how they should be deployed. This is your foundation. Everything else is built on this. All right, so once you've completely mastered the contract, the next step is to get proactive. We're moving from just understanding the rules of the game to actually building a winning game plan for the whole year. And that game plan, it all starts with a calendar. And I'm not talking about just any calendar. We're talking about a master blueprint for the entire year that maps out every single activity that your contract requires. And here's what that looks like in practice. Your 52-week cleaning calendar. You list out every activity, like dusting or sofa shampooing. Then you put down its frequency straight from the contract. Daily, quarterly, fortnightly. And then, this is the crucial part, its key performance indicator, or KPI. The KPI is what tells you what a good job actually looks like. So this isn't just a to-do list, it's your actionable schedule for the entire year. Okay, so we've got the what and the when all sorted out. Now we need to focus on the who. Your team is your most important asset, and deploying them strategically is absolutely key to making this whole plan work. Now, how you deploy them really depends on your site, right? For a typical office, you're usually front-loading your team, about 50% in the morning, 30% in the afternoon, in the last 20% at night. But if you're at a 24/7 manufacturing unit, that all changes. The shifts would be almost equal. It's all about strategic deployment based on the workload. All right, so we've looked at the yearly plan and the shift plan. Now, let's zoom right in to the day-to-day. How do you make sure that every single person on your team knows exactly what they need to do for a flawless day on the ground? The answer is something called a job card. And it is a beautifully simple tool. Just think of it as a personalized to-do list for each of your housekeeping operators. It completely removes any confusion by telling them exactly what to do, when to do it, and where. It brings so much clarity and accountability to their day. And here it is. This is the single most important rule to make job cards actually work. They absolutely must be in the local language. I see this get overlooked all the time, but trust me, it is a total game changer. When your team can instantly read and understand their tasks, you'll see fewer mistakes, much higher quality work, and honestly, a big boost in their morale. Comprehension is everything. Just look at this example in Hindi. It's perfect, isn't it? It starts the day with the morning briefing at 7 a.m. Then it details all the specific cleaning tasks with exact timings and locations. It even includes breaks and wraps up with the debriefing at 4 p.m. This is a minute-by-minute plan that really empowers the operator and makes sure nothing gets missed. A quick but really important point about your equipment. Please don't just let anyone use your expensive machinery. First, map it. Assign every machine to a specific area so it doesn't wander off. And second, train your people. Make sure only properly trained senior staff or dedicated operators are using them. This prevents damage and it keeps everyone safe. Okay, let's zoom back out and elevate our thinking a bit. To truly master your role, you need to understand the two main pillars of contract management: service delivery, and service governance. Let's break this down because it's important. Service delivery is about doing the tasks. It's the daily cleaning, the mopping, following all the SOPs. It's the what and how of your job. Service governance, on the other hand, is about controlling the system. It's the framework, the big picture. It's the why and how well of the whole operation. So, what does service governance actually look like? Well, it's all these high-level functions. For instance, supplier management isn't just about ordering soap, right? It's about making sure your suppliers are meeting quality standards and delivering on time every time. Or escalation management, that's about having a clear plan for when things go wrong so you're not just panicking. These are the strategic things that keep the entire operation stable and successful. Understanding this difference is the absolute key to your professional growth. It's about making the leap from being just a supervisor of daily tasks to becoming a true manager of the entire service. Remember those 9 core areas of governance we just saw? Getting a real handle on these is what will completely transform how you manage your site, and just as importantly, how you grow in your career. And let's be really clear about this. Pretty much anyone can manage tasks, but a leader controls the system. Mastering service governance is what elevates you from just being a manager to becoming a competent, respected leader in this industry. So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. When you look at your daily work, what do you see? Are you just managing tasks, or are you governing the service? The answer to that question is what will define your path to becoming a true master of your contract. Thank you for your time.